is the one that stays in the building, and it says, Tanya Restoule and Gord Restoule. Will they please come up and receive their golden award from Mrs. Finoli? We have no awards to present for the next item, but I thought that recognition of education science fair, where they were both selected to represent the board at the regional level, and one of those received third place in the life sciences section. So they received appropriate recognition, which was not in one of the classes, not on the stage. Two medical scientists. Well done. I just told Jonathan and Chris to stand and ask them to enjoy the accolade. And advice to everybody who's going to be out there in the hot spot this afternoon. The French Award goes to somebody that I'd like to use Mrs. Millette come forward to present that to the recipient. It's not a second luck because it's not money, it's hard work. Here's the one that stays up in school on the wall. Here's the one that goes home. And the name of both for 1890 is really shown. Track and field, this is quite a long one. So let's start off with the in-school champs at the various levels. Boys, Pike, Cyrus Gore, Adam, Justin Landstein, Franklin, Jason Restoule. Those three students will come up. And stick around, please. Don't leave until I give you the word. Our ladies, Pike goes, Rebecca Collins. Athens goes, Crystal Schwarzenegger. Saxon, Annie Colombo. These people, together with 30-some other students, went to the Wrenchen about 2 weeks ago and completed the most successful. We came back with many first, second, and so on place ribbons. But there are some of these students, plus a couple of others, also did sufficiently well in more than one event that they won a medal. And those people are a gold medal to Jason Restoule. Silver medal to Crystal Schwarzenegger. A bronze medal to Paulette Everly. And a silver medal to Chris Conkel. both of those people now. While we're here in the gymnatorium activities, let's stay with the Canada Fitness. These awards were handed out last year, and the students completed national standards. It's an individual event, and they compete against national standards, and depending on the standards they meet, they receive from bronze through to gold and award of excellence. And in this school we have two students meet the award of excellence standard, and they were two Restoule. I think I'm right. Grade 7 and so on. Teaching can be a tough job at times, especially when you have a group of students who might not be too interested in what you're talking about. But then those students leave in the time on buses. The teachers aren't there to make sure that things are going quite as they should. The bus drivers is driving, and we asked a number of the older students to be bus guards to try and keep the lid on things, and if things get just too bad, to report the misbehaviors to the office the next day. That's a tough job. It would be a tough job for adults, and it's even a tougher job for the students to do that with their own age group. So at the end of the year, we recognize those bus patrollers with a special award. These are not provided by the school. These are tokens of recognition from the Board of Education. And this year our bus patrollers were Maria Michelle, Paulette Ebert, Jenny Dupuy, Wendell Keys, Tanya Restoule, Jonathan Powers, and David Ketchabon. Kind of nice for me to be giving them a piece of paper rather than seeing me to give me one with somebody's name written on it. Teacher here a few years ago, his name is Mrs. Sinclair. She works in this special ed area, and when she left, there was an award placed on the wall in her name. Beginning of last year, she came back looking lovelier and sounding even more intelligent than when she left. But the award is still on the wall. And it's the Evelyn Sinclair Award for Most Improved Student in Special Ed. And I'd like to ask Mrs. Eisenhower to come forward now to present that award. This is the one that stays on the wall in the school, and this year's name is Patricia Restoule. Well done, Patricia. who could do pretty well if we never came to school, but most of us have to come if we're going to achieve anything at all. So in recognition of that, we give an award to students who attend, and to make it easier for us to decide who should get an award, it has to be perfect attendance. Now, students come to school for something like 185 days a year, so these two students were here 185 out of 185, and they are Vince Cologne and Brenda Hebert, and I would like to ask to finish with his camera. Gord Restoule to come up and to present the individual trophies to these students, because it was he who presented this trophy to the school. So you have to come. If you come and do nothing, then you won't do very well either. You have to work hard once you arrive. And a fancy word for hard work is diligence. And in each class this year, we will be presenting an award for a student who the teacher reckons really worked hard. Now, in many cases that's tough, because most of the kids in our classes work hard, and the teachers had to work hard to make that tough decision, but I insisted that they do it, and they came through in flying colors. And the recipients in each class of the Diligence Award are, in grades 1 and 2, Megan Bowman. Will the homeroom teachers please come up to present these individual awards? Almost the front. Grades 3 and 4, Veronica Evie. Grades 5 and 6, Derek Colum. I knew I could get something. There's a pen that sits in there, which is sitting up in my office. This award is presented by the Sudbury Public School Principals Association. I can do with it as I wish, and I decided that it should go to the grade 7 and 8 Diligence Award winner, who this year is Gwen Doties. Congratulations to those people. Perhaps the homeroom teachers could stay here for the next award. Well, you're here. You've brought talents and skills with you, and you've worked hard. And then at the end of the year, the teachers have to make a second tough decision. Who do they reckon is the most outstanding student in their class? And once again, it's a tough decision to make, but I insist that they do it. And for change, they did what I insisted that they do. And the recipient of the most outstanding student in grade 1 and 2 is, in memory, it's Lucas Bowyer. Gord Restoule spent a fair amount of time in the grade 3 forum this year as a kind of surrogate roaming teacher. Would like to come up and represent the most outstanding student in that class to Silas Law. Grades 5 and 6, Mrs. Eisenhouse selected Mr. Sherman. And the Ontario Public School Teachers Federation has done the same job as the principals did, and has presented the school with an award for a student to take away, and I decided it should go to the most outstanding student in grades 7 and 8. It is another pen set, but the pen is upstairs in the office, and this is Snow selected Jonathan Cowles to be the recipient of that award. Congratulations to all those people.
Stay out of alphabetical order today, so they're going to be random, and then we're too much alphabetical order all year long, so we're going to be different today. When you'll see? Jason Restoule? There. Clarence, please. Maria Michelle. Jenny, please. And Restoule. Chris Mack. Okay. Tanya Restoule. David Henschel. In 1989, grade 8 graduate.
noises. Move back to item J. The Women's Institute has presentations to make to the graduates, and they're all here. Captive.
Once in a while, we do make mistakes too. 19 of us, I'm sorry. They corrected me.
It's this kind of support by the community of the school which is one of the great positive things about Monetville Public School, as it tries to do its job. I was thinking about what I might say by way of introduction of Donna Salem, and I was formulating in my mind that I was going to say she was a very, very old friend, and I thought, that doesn't sound very good, does it? And then I thought, well, even old friend wasn't very good, so I decided I'd say that Donna Salem is a long time friend. I've known Donna almost as long as I've been in the Sudbury area. She is now Deputy Science Director at the Science North, which sounds really impressive, and knowing Donna, it likely is true. Without further ado, once again, because I don't like these things to come up for too long, here's Donna Salem to say a few inspirational words for this year's graduates.
Fellow graduates, teachers, parents, and
one day he may have to prove to his grandchildren or something that he really did do this job. So here it is. Gord Restoule, I think, will be up first, because he approached me some months ago and demanded a spot on this afternoon's agenda, so I become Gord. Thank you very much. I can see all graduate. I guess you were all day. The hardest 5 years of my life was great. One of the things that I'm sad today is that this is my last trial in medical school. And most of things I haven't done for a year. But nevertheless, we've got teachers coming over me. And the more of my children, Pauline, Stephanie, Gord Restoule, and Jason, all spoke at once. We thought we were all. Well, the teachers do something on this person. And if it is really good, those of us who do not, this is the lost of that person. So without further ado, I'd like to thank Mrs. Mello with the presentation for doing some wonderful job. Now, we're told in the Bible, thou shalt not covet. It's another. She didn't follow that rule. And about 3 times a year, she is made quite clear. The old school bell that used to sit on top of my bookshelf has been there for the last 10 or so days. It was something she wanted to take with her when she retired. Well, I'm not going to be, I don't think I'm going to be here on a special occasion, but I was fortunate enough to be able to help out with the Teacher of the Year award, so I decided to jump the gun a little bit. I did my best to clean it up, so you may not recognize it. And if you have really good eyesight, because it disappeared once I cleaned it up, it does say Timmy Tanoa, Monetville Public School, and if when Mrs. Tanoa retires in a few years' time, she's not ready to go yet, so you people better behave yourselves then. If she wants to have the dates put on, then I'm sure she'll be able to find someone to do that for her. Congratulations, Timmy, Teacher of the Year. Well, I think that's a fitting end to a very good year. This year I'm graduating out of Monetville too, but unlike you folks, I think I'll be coming back after the end of the year, whereas I doubt very much if you'll be coming back here to spend grade 10. Mr. Vapio, who will be replacing me, I know will have an excellent experience here at Monetville. On behalf of both myself and the staff, I'd like to wish a
few days prematurely, at least everyone is safe, and especially with your parents, a happy summer. Ladies and gentlemen, our graduation 1990 just finished. Congratulations again to the graduates and the recipients of all the awards.